Hey y'all, it's Christy from Teadoddles. It is time for part 2 of the X's and O's heart scarf cowl. In the last video I showed y'all how to do the O heart, or the heart with the puffs in it. Today I'm going to show you how to join as you go and do the X heart, and then you can continue on joining XOXOXO until you have about 15 of these. And if you're doing the DK weight, and you'll have a scarf that's about 6 foot long. We are going to put a border on this. It won't be a huge border. So just make them until it's as long as you want it to be. All the details about the cowl are in the first video and blog post, which I'm going to link below. I do have a blog post for the part 2, which is going to have the pictures and the written instructions if you like to follow that. Because I'm just going to show you how to join and how to do the X, and we'll go over the decrease again, because in the X heart there's no X in the top square because it wouldn't work because of the way it's done. So it's just a regular box in the corner. You can also make these separately and join as you go, and join them later, which I will show you in next week's video. I do apologize for this being late. I had some technical difficulties. I'm still having technical difficulties. And in that, I mean technical in talking about what I'm doing. I don't know what it is. I've tried to do this video many, many times and I cannot get it right. So we're going to try again, and hopefully this is the one that works. So let's just begin this. We're going to add our X heart to this. We've got to join our yarn. We've got 4 boxes on each side, and there should be 3 stitches on top of, or 3 slip stitches basically on top of each heart. Each box. So that should give us 12, because we want to find the middle and go back 2 stitches to the right of the middle to start our bottom heart in our X heart. So I have, if I count this, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So here is my 12th stitch, but I need to go back 1, 2, and this is where I'm going to join at. Okay. I'm going to pull up a loop, and I like to slip stitch with the tail of my yarn like this, and pull that snug when I join. It just keeps things from moving around too much, in my opinion, while I'm adding things, until I can weave in the end. Okay, so next we're going to do chain 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to double crochet in the next 2 slip stitches. 1 double crochet and 2 double crochet. All right, so next we need to skip, I got to get over here and count my stitches to make sure I put this in the right place, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then there would be 10, 11, 12. Okay, so we're going to skip 2 slip stitches and slip stitch in the 3rd one to join this box to our O heart, like so. And then now, so we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now we need to make a box that connects here. So I'm going to slip stitch into the next 3 slip stitches. 1, 2, 3, so I can get over to the over this box, which is where my next box will go. So then I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to turn, and then I will the first slip stitch would be under my chain 3, and then I'm going to slip stitch, I'm going to double crochet in the next 2 slip stitches. So they're kind of on the face of my work now, so you have to turn it a little bit to see it. 1. That one's a little loose. Get that other loop. There we go. And 2. Okay. And then we're going to slip stitch to the chain 3 of that box. Chain 3. And 2 double crochets into this chain 3. And since we're pulling on that chain 3, I really think slip stitching with the tail helps hold that in place, like I said before, instead of trying to pull it out of place. So we have this would be row 2, and we have 2 boxes made. So now we have to skip 1, 2 into the 3rd slip stitch again, and we slip stitch to that to join our box. And now we need to slip stitch in the next 3 slip stitches across here to start making another box. So we're going to slip stitch 1, 2, and 3. There we go. And we'll do the same thing again. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Turn our work. Double crochet in the next 2 slip stitches. If I can get it to go. There we go. Double crochet, double crochet. All right. Then we'll join here with a slip stitch to our next chain 3 box, and this will be where we make our first X stitch. So we're going to chain 3 just like the other boxes. Now we're going to do a treble crochet, and we're not going to go into the chain 3. We're going to go between these 2 boxes here, or between these 2 boxes rather. So we're going to go between these 2 boxes. So we're going to yarn over twice. We're going to go between the 2 boxes to make our treble crochet, just like that. Okay, then we're going to chain 1. We're going to do another treble crochet, and we're going to go between these 2 boxes here. So we go between the 2 boxes going diagonal from each other over here, and then back over here. So yarn over twice, go here, and you just got to make sure that you don't catch your first treble crochet in there, and go through. There we go. And that is an X box made, and then we're going to slip stitch into this chain 3. So you can see doing the treble crochet just makes it stand out more. So, and going between the boxes, so that makes the X stand out more. So now we're going to chain 3 and 2 double crochets into this box, and we're going to skip to the first. We're going to skip 2 slip stitches again, 1, 2, and slip stitch into that third one there. And then we would just slip stitch into the chain 3 going across this puff stitch. So three more slip stitches to get to the corner over there. And 3. All right, so now we're going to chain 3, turn, and double crochet into the 2 slip stitches below. 1 and 2. All right, and now we do slip stitch here chain 3, 2 double crochet, just like we're continuing on in our corner to corner. When we get to the X box, we'll slip stitch into that chain 3 that runs across the top, chain 3, 2 double crochet into that chain 3 space, and slip stitch here, chain 3, 1, 2, 2, 3, 2 double crochet. This is our last box on this row, and then we're going to connect it to the beginning chain 3 of this puff stitch box. All right, and so now you have the first, second, third, and fourth row of the bottom of your X heart, and that is all that you have to join. To do. It's pretty basic. You do the slip stitches to get to the other box, and it just connects everything nicely. So now you would continue on just like you were doing regular corner to corner crochet. You'd chain the 5 stitches, chain 5, double crochet in the 4th and 5th hook from the 4th and 5th chain from the hook. Goodness gracious, can't talk today. There we go. Just like that. And then turn and join it to this first, let me get my stitches straight. Oh, goodness. This first chain 3 box. Just like that. And continue on like regular corner to corner crochet. I'm going to do this row and come back right quick and show you one more time how to do that X stitch up here. So I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm on the 6th row, and I have to do another row of X boxes. I've made the first corner to corner box, which is a regular box, and then there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 X boxes with X's in it, and then a regular corner to corner on the ends, just like the puff stitches have a regular one on the ends and just the puff stitches in the middle. So I've already done my chain 3, and I'm going to do a treble crochet between these 2 boxes here. So I'll go under here, do my treble crochet, then I'll chain 1. I'll do another treble crochet between these 2 boxes here on the end. So I'll go between there and just make sure you don't catch your first treble crochet, and do your second treble crochet. All right, and then just join to the chain 3 of the next box, and that is the first X on that row. And then you would continue doing the same thing, just chain 3, treble between these 2 boxes. There we go. Chain 1, and treble between these 2 boxes. So you're going in that loop and up above the other treble crochet, or in that space rather. Okay, and slip stitch to the next box. Okay, and you will just continue on like that across until you have all your X boxes made. And then the next rows you'll do a row of X's, which is 6, and 7 and 8 are regular, and then 9 is another row of X, and then 10 is regular, and after 10, this is where we start the decrease again. So I'll come back at the decrease and show y'all and go over that one more time. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, I am about to make my last box before I turn and do my box of my row of regular corner to corner. So I was just going to show you how that connects. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're just turning the corner here. For our last full row of corner to corner, we'll start decreasing after this row. Get this yarn is sticking to my fingers today, y'all. All right. So we connect and we make our next box. 3 and double crochets, 2 double crochets, and then we go to our X box. And again, because this can get a little weird here, but it's this chain 3 here. We did a chain 3 in the beginning when we made the box, so it's the same space really. It just is more open because it has that X in it. And then we chain 3 and we do 2 double crochet and continue on to the next X box. And sometimes you have to kind of spread it out just to see it a little bit better. So I just wanted to show y'all that, and I'm going to go all the way to the end and come back when I'm in the middle, that middle stitch, where we start doing the decrease to make the dip in the heart. Okay, I have decreased on the ends. I've made 4 boxes. We're going to skip this box in the middle, and 1, 2, 3, 4 more boxes across from our decrease. I'm just double checking things, y'all. So okay, I have decreased to the point where we have to take out the center box. So I have 3 regular boxes here. We're going to skip this middle box and then do the last 3 boxes. So, and I have not done this correctly. My yarn changed quite drastically here. This is the strawberry shortcake roll, so it has some yellow in the middle. So I'm going to slip stitch into this chain. I can get there. Just because I have to slip stitch across all 3 chains here. I can get my hook to go in where I want it to. And we'll just slip stitch to this corner right here. And then we're going to slip stitch in the treble. And then the next treble, we're going to skip that chain 1 in the X. And then into the chain 3. Okay? And that leaves us with our skipped box. And then we would continue on making these boxes. 2, 3. 2 double crochet. And slip stitch into the chain 3. Y'all, I hope this is not all off the screen. Y'all can't see it. 1, 2, 3. It is very hard to crochet and look at the screen to see if I'm on screen still. Because as I move around, I tend to get off the screen, even if I set up under where I'm filming. Okay. Especially when I have to pull yarn out as I'm going. Usually it's sitting beside me or something. Alright, so then I would chain 1 and turn, and I skip this first double crochet and slip stitch into the double crochet into the chain 3. So this is kind of the back side of it, but that's where we skipped for that center part of the heart. So now we will do 2 boxes, slip stitch to the center, slip stitch up to here, 2 more boxes, just like we did in the first heart. This is what gives us that nice peak at the top of our heart. There we go. Just pull out some yarn. Maybe that'll help. See, then it gets stuck on something on the side of my desk. Oh, goodness. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully this tutorial video does not turn out to be just a hot mess. Alright, so now, since we're going to slip stitch and skip over this one, we're going to slip stitch directly into the chain again, and then all 3 of these chains, slip stitch, and slip stitch. And now we're going to slip stitch across the 3 slip stitches from before. 1, 2, 3, which takes us to the corner, and then back up the other 3 slip stitches. 1, 2, and 3, and then we're going to slip stitch across the 2 double crochets and into that chain 3 space right there. Make our last 2 boxes to finish out this row. Okay. And this will be the last box on this row. And then we will have just one at the peak. And in our hearts, our O heart, we did a puff at the corner. We're not going to do the X at the corner because it just doesn't work, because there's not another box there to go across into. So it'll just be a regular box. So we'll chain 1 and turn, and then slip stitch into the double crochet, slip stitch into the chain 3, chain 3, do our 2 double crochet. It would work for the first X because we do have that space to go to, but we don't have a space over here, so you wouldn't be able to do that other X. I tried it out, it just didn't look right. Uh-oh, I forgot I need to. Alright, so now we've got to do all these slip stitches, slip stitch across these 3 chains, and slip stitch into the next 3 slip stitch, the next 6 slip stitches basically. If sometimes it's a little tricky because you got so many slip stitches on top of slip stitches. Just get your hook in there as best you can to get across 3 down, and then go back up the other side, which would be, well, it's a total of 9 slip stitches because we're going across 3 boxes, and each box would be 3 stitches. So two and 3, and then slip stitch into the 2 double crochet and that last chain 3 space, and make your last box right there. All right, so that is our X heart complete. And here, if you can see it, I'm gonna turn it sideways. You can see the O and the X heart together. And then what I would do is just join another O heart next, and then X heart, O heart, and on like that. So I would fasten this one off and join my next one. But like I said, you can make the X and O's separate if you find that too complicated. And I'll show you how to stitch them together with a matcher stitch in the next video. And then we'll also work on the border. So that is the next part of the X's and O's heart scarf cowl. I hope y'all understood that along with the pictures I took in the blog post. So if anybody has any questions, please let me know. You can always send me an email. My email is always below, or leave a comment down below, and I will try to answer any questions you have. All right. So I will see y'all in the next video. Y'all remember to have a life lived creatively, and I'll see y'all next time.